Well, Beaumont native Rob Blain is documenting Beaumont's history in his new book, Early Beaumont. He takes a look at ranching, farming, and shipping that spurred the growth of our city. And Blaine joins us with more on our city's rich history. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
And of course, this is the book right here. And you live in Houston now, but you're from Beaumont.
Yes, grew up here, spent most of my life here, but yes, we moved away. But I was doing another book on family in Beaumont and the roots that we have all the way back to earlier than the Spindletop era. And when I started working on that and showed somebody the manuscript, they said, I need to see some pictures. I need to know what this looked like. And that led to this book.
Wow.
Lots of great pictures.
Awesome. So were you surprised to find out some of the things in Beaumont's history that makes Beaumont what it is today?
Yes. Of course, Beaumont started as a logging community, and agriculture was big. Rice began to be big, farming and ranching. And then when the Spindletop boom came in 1901, everything changed. But yeah, before that, we were a big shipping, you know, the Neches River, the Sabine Waterway. We were a big shipping center, and then we became big in oil. It changed the whole world when Spindletop came in, of course.
Absolutely. So kind of talk maybe about that one story that kind of really sticks out at you.
Well, I would say there's one story, but every page in this book has its own story.
Yeah.
One of the pictures that I like has a famous lady, I won't tell you who, but a famous lady eating watermelon with three other ladies, and the looks on their face, the picture's kind of faded, but the looks on their face look like it could be today, you know.
Wow.
They're just having a great time. They're lying on the lawn, and they got the watermelon from, they're giggling, laughing, they're having a great time. But the cover picture there with the men working in the oil field and the steam surrounding them, there's so many pictures that are appropriate and important about Beaumont. Did you know there was a snowstorm in Beaumont in the 1890s?
A snowstorm, wow.
With 26 inches of snow in Beaumont, and documented. There's pictures of that.
Wow.
Santa Claus came to Beaumont
Santa?
with his reindeer, and there was a parade, and that's in the book.
Okay.
There's all kinds of things that have happened that we are all familiar with in Beaumont, but lots of things that people didn't know about. Like, we all have air conditioning now, but back then, the way you kept cool is you went down to the river. You went to the Neches River. And
swimming, huh?
so there was, you went swimming, you went there and got cool any way you could.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just an enormous amount of interesting things in here.
Yeah, kind of things we take for granted now with the AC and all
Yeah.
those kind of things. Yeah, absolutely. And so, you know, because I did hear that a lot of famous people came to this area. Were you surprised to kind of find that out?
Well, yeah, I grew up knowing that Harry James and lots of musicians and famous people were from here. But yeah, I certainly knew them. And our recent thing that's in the news, Johnny Winter died, and he and Edgar grew up here with me and my brothers, and so we're connected to all those things. And yeah, there's famous people in this book too.
All right, well that's awesome. Now in the book you have a lot of pictures. Is it just kind of like a brief synopsis?
Yes, there's pictures and captions. One of the things that happened in 1909 is 3 torpedo boats, torpedo destroyers, came to Beaumont, and it was the biggest thing that had happened in Beaumont since 1901. And 20,000 people, the whole population of Beaumont, is said to have come down to see those torpedo boats. I mean, big things happen.
Now, did you interview anybody?
Sure. I got lots of the pictures at the Terrell Historical Library. The Terrell Historical Library has gathered lots of collections from people over the decades, and there are many collections of pictures at the Terrell Historical Library. But there were people who came to our call for pictures, and they brought their own family pictures.
I remember that.
Yeah,
yes.
We had a call for pictures, and people from around the community came and brought their pictures, and some of these are in there.
Well, great. Well, thank
Yeah.
you so much for joining us. And of course, you're going to be having several upcoming book signings, but this Saturday
Yeah.
you're going to be at Barnes & Noble's at 1 o'clock, correct?
Correct, yes.
And then you
Barnes &
have
Noble at
one
1
coming
o'clock.
up at the McFadden Ward House and at
Yes.
Terrell Library.
Yes, that's
Historic
true.
Library. All right, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Thank you
Thank
for
you so
keeping our
much.
history going.
Thank you.